getting a phone call. Oh, this is all this is. Hello. Hello. I don't know why it's doing this. Why am I calling myself?
I don't know.
Hello? Anybody hear me? I'm trying to get back as fast as I can. You know, I wish people understand. My wife's teaching all this week. I have to go run get kids all day long. At 3 o'clock, I have to take Mark to work. I wish I could do things all the time. I'm trying to get back as fast as I can. I'm sorry. And then Tim freaks out because I invite people to come over. He wouldn't have anybody come over. He would just close himself into his own little room. Or you shouldn't have booked somebody to come over. Well, you know, they're my customers. You wouldn't have any customers, Tim, the way you turn people off. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? You're having a rough day. I am having a rough day because I'm not going there. Had to go get Frankie at testing this week. Then I stopped to get lunch real quick. Then I stopped to get some brick, and I'm doing 80 miles an hour. I get stopped by the police. They're supposed to have been live down there. Obviously, nobody's live. I give up. Had to get a couple things. Had to do some things. Hey, has anybody gotten an extra stimulus check that you weren't expecting to get?
Wow.
Breathe. No, nobody's gotten a. Oh, I don't know why. Then I got this extra check. I'm tempted. I'm just putting it into savings right now. Yes, you did, Tim. It's Shane. No, okay. Yes, Tim got an extra. I don't know what it's all about. Well, Tim and I watched the worst movie. I watched 2 movies last night. One, a great movie. It's a good crime movie, good police movie. Actually, it's an awesome movie. I'd like to do a race set based on that movie. Just call the set Bullet. Just call it Bullet, and have both those cars in the set, the Charger and the Mustang. Just those 2 cars, and call it Bullet. Buy 1,000 sets. I'd be the only one to have them. Anyway, so we watched Bullet, and then after that, Tim's going to want to watch WW84, which was the worst. You know, I don't understand DC. I mean, it's Warner Brothers. I don't have a lot of confidence with Warner Brothers. There's something dark about Warner Brothers. I don't know what it is. Anyways, they couldn't make a superhero film. They destroyed Godzilla. I don't know. Now I'm just talking. I'm talking as I drive back. Because James Reeves is there. James Reeves is, I think that's King Kong. No. I don't know who. I think James Reeves is King Kong. I had to get some brick. Then I found out I wanted to get brick to brick the shed. The shed was supposed to be bricked when it was built back in '69, but they never got the brick done. And so I was kind of just getting an idea of how much brick it would take. They say it's about 5,000 bricks. which is about $3,600. And I'm thinking, I got a stimulus check. I could just spend it, just put it right back into the economy, and just have somebody brick all four sides of my. Chris Wilbur. Oh, okay, Chucky B. Oh, Chucky B's there. I think Chucky B is. Let's see, who is supposed to be there?
Chuck.
I don't know. I can't even keep track of anything. I'm losing my mind. We've got to build the market. We have to build the Ryan and I got into a discussion this morning about how do you build slot cars. Oh, I won't do it. I'm terrible at masonry. So how do you build the slot? Okay, so here's my question. So this is going to be my pontification. Yeah, James and Holly. Yeah, that's it. They're supposed to be there. Okay, so I'm going to give you my thoughts on how to grow the slot car market. And a lot of people are not going to like it, especially enthusiasts. Okay? The way you grow the market is you get more people wanting to play it. And if I do these releases and I only do 1,000 cars, okay, well that 1,000 people that's not enough to grow the market. We need 10,000 people buying cars, 20,000 people buying cars. That's what it needs to take. But here's the dirty little secret, and this is what's going to upset a lot of people, and I know this because I've been dealing with this since 1987 with Young's Newsstand selling comics. Okay, so a tractor combine is coming down the road, okay, and I'm going to get off as best I can because this guy is taking up half the street, okay?
What did they say?
And so I've been dealing with this comic books, okay? And you told me, I pontificated about this before, okay? And this is why slot cars died in the U.S. in the late 80s or late 60s, is the enthusiasts, the die-hard slot carists, were upset that all these novices were getting into it, and they weren't as pure as they were in slot cars. I'm telling you, that's the reason. Okay, plain and simple. The novice were coming in thousands because it was being sold everywhere. Sears Roebuck was selling slot cars. You had Batman, the TV series, had a huge slot car track in one episode. You had James Bond, Casino Royale, giant Skeletric track. Go watch that movie. You'll see a giant Skeletric track in James Bond. Okay, Casino Royale. Not the recent one, the one that was made with David Niven and Peter Sellers in the 80s or 60s. And Orson Welles was in it. Okay, huge. Everybody was getting into slot cars, which upset the novice or the enthusiast. I'm sorry, enthusiast. And they were saying, "Oh, these novices they don't know what they're talking about. They're not using the right motor, or they're not using the right tire, and they're trying to become experts, and they're not." Blah blah blah. I'm telling you, I know this upsets people, but that's exactly what killed it, because the novice then said, "Well, I'm not going to be insulted. I don't want to be insulted by getting into slot cars." And that's exactly what happened. The novice just said, "So what? We're done." And so the enthusiasts killed it for everybody, because all these companies that were making millions of dollars and millions of cars, all of a sudden, within 3 or 4 years, it was all gone, because the enthusiasts were making fun of the novice. Now, you don't want to believe that, and that's fine, okay? But I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. And it's exactly what's happening, not to a big extent, but there are a lot, and I don't want to insult you enthusiasts, because you enthusiasts have a point or a part, but you have a part. You are not the whole part, okay? And for the whole market to grow and to flourish and to where more cars can be made that you not that you enthusiasts would want, okay? More novice need to buy, okay? So are you listening to me? So like this new Barracuda that I'm going to do with the big windshield. I don't know what it's called. It's 67 or 65 CUDA. I'm going to be paying for that mold. That's $15,000, okay? Now, if anybody else out there wants to rent my mold, they can do it. I don't care. People are saying, well, we're worried that other people are going to do exclusives. Why? 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 I mean, listen, if there were 50 million Americans buying slot cars, I might say, okay, well, you know what? Maybe the market is saturated. We're not even at 1%. We're not even at 2%. We're not, I mean, 0.02%, okay? All right? The more novice buy our product and are buying it to get into it, all right, the better it will be. You can almost take it like this, that, you know, when you start to do something and then you want to have your kids do it, and then you get so anal that your kids just decide, and I did this, and this is why my kids hate Legos. I wanted them to be excited as I was into Legos, okay, and help me sort them and all that, and none of them wanted to, and that's why none of them were into Legos. I killed them because of that, okay? I killed it. Frankie, you like to take apart Legos. Any Lego, you like to destruct it to the.
I'll destroy it and then I'll build it something else.
Yeah, right, Frankie. I'm gonna drop you off at Roos or at home, and you got a couple of things to do. You got to finish that one paper with Ruth. You understand? Where's your paper? All right, Brian. Please what? Brian, please what? Brian, please what? What is it, Brian? Please what? Read this and get $5. Read this and get $5.
Read this.
Read this, $5. I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean the paper?
No, that's not the paper, Frankie. So that's the dilemma that we're in right now, okay? You need to sell Carrera. I understand that. I am selling Carrera. I'm getting Carrera as fast as. I got to drop off. I'm in town. Now $5.99. So what is the $4.99 for? What the heck is going on here? I don't know what the $4.99 is for. All right, so I'm in town here. All right, the Mustang is still there. Okay, I got to drop off Frankie, and then I got to head over there. Got to drop Frankie off. Hot today, 78 degrees. I was telling my wife, I hope there's a blizzard this week. We need a nice blizzard right now. We need a blizzard just to kind of throw everything off. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's going to happen. All right. Okay, Frankie, get ready. And go in there and tell Ruth I have one paper to do. Do you understand? I'm going to find out if you did that, okay? Tell Ruth I'll be around at 3:30. You have to be online at 3:30, okay? All right, you going to be good for me? Leave your switch here. Leave your gun. Thank you. All right, we'll talk to you later. Oliva Vista, baby. Okay, Frankie, there's a kid. We stopped at Five Guys for lunch. I'm eating my hamburger first. I got mine first because they forgot to order his. So his came about 10 minutes after I'm eating. All right. All of a sudden I look over, his burger is gone and I'm still eating mine. I swear he does not chew his food. He just puts it in his mouth and then swallows it and then grabs another bite. Have a great day. What's Marks? I don't understand Marks. Now I'm going to be yelled at and screamed at and cussed and sweared at. Oh my gosh! Look at this mustache. All right, guys, I'm here. Now I'm not going to hear. I'm not going to hear the end of it. Okay, they're going to lecture me. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? No, there's no sound. I just started going. I had to pick. I was good.
Time schedule, Brian.
Oh, good. All right. I'm Brian. How you doing?
Hi, it's nice to meet you finally.
I'm the guy that calls and
Now,
harasses
who are
all
you
the time.
now?
I'm James Butler.
You're James. Oh, this is James Butler.
Yeah.
He said
Oh, okay. Now, where are you from?
Battle
From
Creek.
Battle Creek.
Oh, Michigan. You're in
Yeah.
Battle Creek. Okay.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I'm
So
in-
is this Chucky B then?
No.
This
Where
isn't
are
Chucky
you?
B.
No.
Well, Chuck.
This is James Butler, Holly
James
Butler.
Oh,
Butler.
James
Where are you
Butler.
getting
Holly
Chuck
Butler.
from?
Yeah.
Because I did all the names get confusing to me.
It's
Not even
you need
close.
Yeah.
to read them more. Read the comments more.
Yeah, yesterday when
Well,
he's
that's what
like,
my brother is for.
Yeah, I know.
Is
I
to
kept-
read the comments.
I kept waiting for Tim to look. I'm like, Tim, I'm
No,
wanna
because
come,
he
Tim.
doesn't like. He didn't want anybody coming today.
Oh.
He didn't want you to come today,
Oh,
and
Oh,
so.
all right. 'Cause
And
I
that's
seen you
why-
on the
that's
video,
why
you're like, come on now, come
Yeah.
on down. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go.
But I had to go get Frank. See, Kathy's testing this week, and so I had to go get Frank, and she said he might be done at 10:30, and so I had to run down and go get him,
Right.
and not run down. It's in Findlay, basically.
Video off. Very clear mouth there.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't do much good to.
Do you want chairs? Anybody still to sit down?
No.
We're all just talking here. So this is Chucky B, or James Butler. James Butler.
James and Howie.
And I showed him your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seen that.
We were at the restaurant. We see you. I was like, oh, he said,
Oh yeah. Oh, you
So
saw
we-
the live stream. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I texted you and said, you got time? You got
Drove
time?
our car from us, so thank you.
I didn't. Well, oh, so did you text me then?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
was in the thing, we said, you
We
got
told you to calm
time.
down a little
Yeah,
bit,
t-
yeah.
you got your
Oh,
time. You got time.
That's Chucky. Okay. Somebody sent $5. I don't know why
I
did
know
somebody send.
said, well, it started out $2. You
Why?
read this, get $2, and then they want you read this, you get $3, and then it was like,
Read what though?
Then it was
Well,
like,
just read it. If you just
so then
read
they
it,
went,
just take it.
and then they said, you read this, I'll give you $5.
Read.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Now there's
Yeah.
sound. Yes, I know there's sound because my Mini Cooper was still
I
running.
like that. People are paying super chat just to get.
Yeah,
We
but
have
you
sound.
get
I know we
stuff.
have sound, guys. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You know, that's the way when I'm in my Mini Cooper. Lost the mothership, Chad. Okay.
But now I watch you every day, and so I was like, well, you know what? We'll just go.
Well,
down
don't you have a
there.
job?
Yeah,
What's your job?
I
If
do
you're,
construction. I mean,
what kind of construction do you do?
a little bit of everything.
Masonry?
If you know
Yeah.
about James,
Yeah, some. But
he builds buildings.
You don't
Yeah.
like masonry then,
Yeah,
huh?
I try
Well,
to
you know
say
what?
what
I
He
was.
builds buildings.
I
know
guess
you
I
just talking
went to
about
go get
having
some
something
brick.
block. I just seen that too, about 3,000 blocks. to get
Yeah,
something
I
blocked.
was
I'm
going to
like,
get boy. I said, hey, maybe you could do my workshop.
Yeah, Tim was already trying to hire us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We showed him the diagram. We showed him the yard.
Yeah.
I got Amish going to do that.
But he
Yeah.
could do
That's
it.
what I tell them. It's they're hard to
pretty good
compete
on
with the
price.
Amish. So.
Oh, really?
Oh
They're
yeah.
good on price.
Yeah, they're good on price. So
Yeah.
They kind of like some of that when I do up there towards Indiana and stuff where, Michigan, Indiana, that Amish, they outbid me all the time. But, that's the way it goes.
It is.
So,
Well, in this type of building, I want a big one. I just want
it's
to
going to be
get.
like a pole barn.
I
right?
want to
For
get the
sure.
building done, the main building, because
Right,
then it will
yes.
be finished, and then I can add things
Pour
to
your
it.
floor and do
I
all
can
that
pour the
stuff.
floor. You can pour the floor, maybe. Do you do flooring? He doesn't do anything. So he doesn't brick. He doesn't floor. What do you do?
I build, but I don't like pouring concrete and all
You can
that.
build a
So.
house, you can do electrical,
Yeah,
plumbing.
electrical, I do all that.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah.
Well, maybe you could do the electricing for the
Well, we
building.
can
Yeah,
work
we can
something on
talk about
that.
that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what we'll need is electric, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to communicate more.
And plumbing
get
too,
some-
because
I do a
what
lot
we're
of
going to do,
plumbing.
well,
Yeah.
obviously we're going to have to lay the concrete floor out before I lay the concrete,
Yeah,
right?
you got
I
all
mean,
your plumbing on your floor.
all
and
that's going to be have to be done.
Yep.
You
Well,
have to remember his name though.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I know. I won't
yeah, don't
forget
be
it
sending
now.
stuff to Chucky D.
I won't.
Chucky D.
James
What are you
Butler.
talking about?
It's James Butler.
Yeah.
Okay, what are these
Chucky
here?
B will have
I'm
his
gonna
feet
buy
on
them
the
from you,
house.
Brian.
They're ours.
I'm gonna buy them from you.
I told him if he came here, he could buy anything he wants.
So I'm looking at that Mini Cooper out there.
Hey, I'll sell that to you right now. I've had it long enough.
I did. I got to ask you too, and I asked Ryan when I got here. it was a little bit farther than what we expected that we were going to have to drive to come.
Yeah.
And it burned a little bit more gas.
Well, with a 5.0 liter,
so
good
we was
grief.
kind of hoping you had some packages that had to go back to Michigan. So we could just pass the postage and we can deliver them.
Well, I did get a call from the post office today.
Okay.
The lady from the post office, and she said that they had the record amount of packaging that she had ever seen in 20 years. They didn't have enough trucks. They didn't have enough. They didn't have enough anything. And I said, well, I like to ship things first class if they're under a pound, but more and more of my customers are wanting UPS. Absolutely. And she said, well, a lot of our problems have been solved. And I said, well, I'll try to, because I would rather people use, because it's cheaper. I mean, unless you don't mind, see, people don't mind paying that extra $5. But priority, first class within these 5 states, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Kentucky, and Michigan, technically first class should be a 2 to 3 day.
Now you could turn your hearing aids
Okay.
up or down depending on how.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm telling everybody. It's 2 to 3 days on first class if things are normal.
Right.
Okay. And sometimes it could be 1 day. You could place the order today. Like, for example, the one guy that had a problem, it was shipped on Thursday. It was in Virginia on Friday. So technically it was out for delivery on Friday. We shipped it on Wednesday. Okay, so 1 day travel time Thursday, and then Friday was out for delivery, but then there was a screw up some reason. And so she called me, and I talked like 30 minutes on the way down to Findlay. And she just said, well, we'd like to have your business back. And I said, I understand that, but Detroit is screwed up. And it was really funny how she goes, we know that. And then she goes, we just don't know. She almost said to me, like, we just don't know what to do. I'm thinking, come on, you're the postal system and you don't know what to do. And I really believe it's bureaucracy. It's just pure bureaucracy. See, UPS doesn't have that problem because, like she said, UPS, if they don't want to pick something, they just won't pick it up.
Right.
Where they have to pick up everybody. It doesn't matter. So they had so much volume at Christmas time that she said she had never seen it in 20-year time that she's been there. So, but she said, okay, low power mode, so I'm running out of battery.
I want you to go to the big screen.
Yeah.
I can't flip to the big screen.
Yeah, well, plus with postal, I mean, I've gotten stuff from you the next day. I'll talk to you at 3 o'clock and 10 o'clock the next morning. That's sitting on my doorstep.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Then I've done postal and
It's
got
in 2
ordered
weeks.
something. It's been 2 weeks. It's like,
Well, that was right. That's because stuff was being shipped all over the country because they couldn't handle the loads, and that she said has all been. They don't have that. There's no
they're
demand.
getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah.
But it's.
So I'm just trying to get people to say, hey, you know what? If you want to save money, just put first class, because first class should get there within 1 to 2 days right now.
Right.
So I just want to help the postal system, obviously, because it is cheaper. I'd rather ship cheaper.
Yeah, it saves everybody money and it helps the postal service, helps you, saves money.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So you're in Battle Creek now.
Battle Creek, sure.
Now Battle Creek, that's the Kellogg's.
Yeah.
There used to be a
Beating
big
Tony
toy
Tiger all the
store.
time.
There used to be a big toy store there at one
Yeah,
time.
Toys R Us.
No. It was a private toy
Yeah,
store. It was in a big barn, a big house.
Yeah, what was the name of that? They closed. And I used to buy a lot of stuff there too.
She had a big Carrera.
Yeah, right there.
It was
right
a
by
big
where Savage
brick
got in his
house.
Car wreck. You know where my eye
Oh,
doctor is?
Yeah.
What was the name of that? Because he used to have scooters out there.
Yes.
And everything, but I can't think of the name. It's right
I'd
down
been,
the street from my
I'd been
house.
there
I
when
think
I was with
remember it.
SCX traveling all the stores.
Okay.
I must have been there 3 times. And I remember they never wanted to carry SCX because they were already carrying Carrera.
Yeah.
See, a lot of hobbies, a lot of toy stores carried Carrera because Carrera, a lot of their reps were toy reps. And so they would go into a toy store and say, hey, why don't you carry the Carrera Go and some Carrera cars? And that's how they were able to sell a lot of Carrera to the toy stores, which might have been good.
Yeah.
So did everybody hear my pontification earlier about novice? And you need to pick some of that up and take a little clip of that and make a special video called Novice and Enthusiasts, the battle between slot cars. It's my...
He says, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it's just my philosophy about how that we need more novice in the business but the enthusiast cannot drive away the novice. Enthusiasts in anything, if you're too enthusiast, can alienate people into having something. Okay. All
I
right.
agree with that 100%.
I mean, you could take your Mustang and take it to a show and everything, and there will be somebody there that knows more about Mustangs than you do.
Yep.
And will put you down or make you feel like your Mustang stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding.
No,
No,
you're right.
and they'll come to you and say, that's not a pure Mustang. My 1967 Fastback is a pure Mustang. You're driving an imitation. I'm not kidding. That's exactly how it operates. All right. And for the whole market, the whole slot car market to get better is everybody has to just say, hey, you know what? Hey, I got a Mustang.
You
Okay,
want
great.
coffee?
You
Same
know,
thing.
I want, do cars. And that's why, when I'm,
I like that Mustang that you got coming out too. That you're gonna do that exclusive here next year or something. The black. I know. I can't wait to get this truck.
the black one, I think that's going
I
to
had
be.
this in my pocket twice. but
Did you
Ryan
really?
caught me. I didn't. Yeah, I can't wait to get this.
Let's switch. I'm going to switch
Yeah.
2929. I don't know if I can pull this live stream up. I can't. So I'm going to switch from that live stream to this live stream. And Ryan will have to. I'm going to shut this live stream off and I'm going to a new one. All right, and then Ryan's going to redo that. So I'm going to shut this one off, guys, and go to the other live stream. Okay, because there's a new live stream now. So